All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live for Tuesday, June 27, 2023. Let's jump right into it. All right, so on the Bitcoin futures, you can see the market is still consolidated up here. We came into today with a crash alert and we didn't get any downside production yet, but this is just day one of a crash alert with a negative trend momentum reading. So we are looking at a potential sell-off downward bias to come. We'll know once we get price confirmation if the intraday price inflection point is reached between now and tomorrow's trading in Bitcoin futures. Next up is silver. Silver right now still has that bullish trend momentum reading, and it's hitting its head at the $23 resistance zone, and that's the bottom of the Kumo cloud. It's technically at 2350. So 2350 is the overhead resistance that silver would need to overcome in order to have a chance to lock back in and start trending back upward. If not, it could run out of steam up here at these price levels. So definitely got to watch it here. But as long as you have the green bullish trend momentum reading, all pullbacks are going to be bid up in this market because the momentum is shifted to the long, back to the long side of the market. So let's see what else I want to show you. Hold on one second. I just thought about something. Hold on. I need to check something I think I missed. Just give me a second. All right, let's see here. Bear with me just a moment. Okay. All right. I think we're ready now. All right. Okay, here we go. And what up, Dan the man? What up? What up? All right. So as I was saying, that's what we are with silver. Silver has a bullish bias right now in the market. All right. Next up, we have nat gas. Nat gas is with a bullish bias in the market right now too. It is starting to slowly lift up, so that is looking bullish right now for the nat gas. And let's see what else we got. Bear with me just a second. Gotta wait just a moment here. We're having a data issue, so just bear with me. I'm really liking this. I'm really liking how nat gas is starting to lift up here. So it could really take off. You figure if this thing does get going, the potential to get back up to around the $10 mark is pretty high. So I am liking the way that's starting to look there. All right, next up we got the Dow. The Dow still has a bearish trend momentum reading. And we also have, let me refresh this real quick. Okay. And so right now, you're bullish on the long and intermediate term, but this sell the rally mode that the Dow was in, I think at some point the pressure will get overwhelming and the market will be bullied back down below the Kumo cloud here. So we're just watching this one right now. It could lock in and start trending higher again, but the bearish trend momentum reading would have to come off, and that has not happened yet. Next up is the NASDAQ. Now, the NASDAQ's been the most powerful out of them all, but it too has a bearish trend momentum reading at this point. And as long as you have a bearish trend momentum reading, you are in the sell the rally mode, and a market crash can happen. Anytime you have a bearish trend momentum reading, a market crash can happen. Anytime you have a bullish trend momentum reading, an explosive rally can happen. So just something to think about as we are looking at these algo charts. And when you look at your reports on your dashboard, which will be up shortly, this is what we're looking for. Can the market relock in and start trending higher again? Absolutely. But as long as this bearish trend momentum reading remains, the likelihood of that happening is no. All right, next up is gold. All right, so let's take a look here at gold. If it can come up. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so this one here is, you can see it's below the Kumo cloud now. And you still have that negative sentiment, that bearish trend momentum reading. So prices are under pressure. 1900 needs to hold. If it doesn't, the market will go into free fall and the downside will be devastating. I cannot emphasize that enough in gold. Okay, next up is the S&P 500. Same thing, bearish trend momentum reading. Market is under pressure. This top of the Kumo cloud, bottom of the Kumo cloud supports are in play as our targets on this downside move. If the market relocks back in, then we'll be ready for that too. But for right now, the negative sentiment remains. Next up is crude oil. Crude oil is still neutralized. So no trade in the oil. The market is neutralized at this time. Next up is the Russell. The Russell has been the weakest of the stock indices. Bearish trend momentum reading, and the market is under pressure. The price action also remains under pressure as well. And the long-term trend has reclaimed the market, as you can see here with this negative trend momentum reading. On the interim basis, the market has a bullish complexion to it, but a negative bias. And right now, these blue bars are in jeopardy of turning back orange, and this thing is in jeopardy of picking up steam back onto the downside. So very precarious position for a lot of these markets. The dollar index is still heavily consolidated. Your support is down here at 101. Your resistance is at the 103. And as you can see, the price action is just behaving within that. It popped out temporarily and only to go right back in. Only got some bullish nodes to it briefly before giving it up. Even got a positive bot check, but nothing yet. But the upsurge is coming. Wait for it. All right, it will come. And as long as this bullish trend momentum reading remains, you're on high alert. Dangerous to try to short the dollar at this time. Next up is the Ethereum futures. We have the bearish trend momentum reading, where we just finished day one of a crash alert. And as you know, the alerts, the rally and crash alerts, can lead the market 3 to 5 days out. Bot checks don't have a time frame on them. They're just predictive measurements, letting you know what is coming ahead in the near future. All right, so always keep that in the back of your mind. But yeah, Ethereum is heavily consolidated up here, even more than Bitcoin itself. So we'll see what happens once the market forces start to dictate where we go from here. But it's looking like we're going to be heading lower in both Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, I see your hands raised for some recos. Let's see what we can do for you here. All right, let's see. The first request is BBBYQ, Bed Bath and Beyond. All right, wow, yeah, Bed Bath and Beyond has been moved to the pink sheets. Wow, over the counter. You say you got it at 12 cents. All right, let's see what's up. Let's see if I can get any data on that. All right, well, if you got it at 12 cents, it closed today at 32 cents. So you're definitely up on that one. And you have a bullish trend momentum reading. You should be able to rally up until the top of the Kumo cloud. which is at 71 cents. So your initial upside target is the Kumo Cloud right there at 71 cents on Bed Bath and Beyond. All right, the next one y'all wanted to see is AIXI. All right, I guess it's called ZAL on the NASDAQ exchange. All right, this one doesn't meet the criteria of the algo, but I'll see what kind of data I can parse for you on this one. All right, so this one here is trendless, but you have a bullish trend momentum reading, and you had a rally alert the day before, and you got a nice little upsurge today, and it's right there almost at the initial upside target price here of $6.65. That's your initial upside target from this rally alert, and you'll see where it can go from there. But right now, you have bullish sentiment as long as this bullish trend momentum reading remains. All right, next up, you got, let's see, BVS. All right, this is Bioventus on the NASDAQ as well. All right, let's see what we got. All right, this one doesn't meet the criteria for the algo either, but let's see what I can get you. All right, so this one has a rally alert for tomorrow's trading. All right, rally alert for tomorrow's trading. Your initial upside target is between $3.50 and $4 for Bioventus. All right, rally alert for tomorrow. All right, next up, you got IFBD. Infobird. All right. Infobird. Okay, this one doesn't meet the criteria of the algo either. Let me see what I can parse for you. Okay, this one's neutralized for tomorrow, but there is a rally alert for it for tomorrow. And if it can get to it, the initial upside target is the bottom of the Kumo cloud at $1.83. And then the next one target will be the top of the Kumo cloud at $2.24. Those are your initial upside targets on Infobird. All right, and let's see. The next one is IRNT. All right, this is IronNet on the New York Stock Exchange. And let's see. This one here is neutralized for tomorrow, but it has a rally alert on it. Initial upside target on this one is going to be 30 cents. And then you'll run into resistance there. But you're in a long-term bear market, intermediate term bear market, and you have been hitting new 52-week lows. So this is a locked-in bear market that's trying to get a bear market rally going and has not been successful with it as of yet. All right, and the last one we got here is NAC, good old NAC, Knick-Knack Paddywhack, Northern Dynasty Minerals. Haven't looked at a NAC chart in a very long time. Let's see what we got here. All right, so this one is in a long-term bear market, intermediate-term bear market, but with a bullish trend momentum reading, which means the market is trying to stage a bear market rally. Now, the last rally alert you had was 2 days ago, and you got your liftoff today, upside production. Market got deep into the Kumo cloud here before pulling back a little bit, creating a bullish pointer. The next target will be the top of the Kumo cloud. We'll just call that 25 cents. All right, on the move. If it can get back above the Kumo cloud, then the next run will be at the bullish pointer back here of 28 cents. All right. Let's see here. What you say here? You said, we are living in wild times for sure. The speed at which events happen is mind-blowing. That whole Russia thing was insane, how quick things progressed. Yes, gotta agree with you on that one. Let's see. What up next? Can we look at JPY things? Okay. All right, let me see what I got you on that, on the JPY. Let's see what we got for you. If I can get that going for you. Let's see. All right. Gotta make sure I'm pulling up the right one. So if the first one doesn't come out right, we have to try it again. So just bear with me. Let's see. Nope, it's the wrong one. All right, so I will try the next one. Bear with me. See what we can do for you here. All right. So it must be this one. Let's see. Some of these can be a little tricky to pull up if I don't do it before we start the shows. All right. All right, I got you covered now. I got you. All right, so let's clean this chart up a little bit. Make it easier to read. Okay, so here's what's going down on your yen. So you've crossed over from a long-term bear to a long-term bullish predicament, but you have a bearish trend momentum reading, and you have a rally going on top of that, and you're above the Kumo cloud, as you can see. So this thing has been doing the most. All right, it's doing the most right now. So you're bullish long term and intermediate term now, but you're bearish with the trend momentum reading. So you had the crash alert, the market defied it. You had another crash alert, the market defied it. But now you have this bot check, all right, from yesterday, negative bot check. That means a downward move, a big down move is imminent in the Japanese yen, okay? You're going to want to look out for that, all right? Now, tonight's reports will be posted here shortly, right after the video. I'll start uploading them. You're going to definitely want to pay attention to the Japanese yen if you are a subscriber. Pull up Dex's watch list, and I would use that. I would use those entry points, those intraday price inflection points to get long or short in the market. But definitely this one is in the sell the rally mode, and the market's been rallying, and the system's been picking up these inflection points. So definitely start getting ready. I'm sorry. You say Dave's grandson. Who's Dave? Which Dave you talking about? I know of a few Daves, but I don't know which Dave you're referring to. Sorry about that. I can't think right now. Looking like the Bank of Japan is going to intervene. I would not be surprised, dude. I would not be surprised if it does. Seriously, they have a history of intervening just like everybody else. Oh, okay, okay, all right, all right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, welcome, man. Welcome. All right, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. Look, the U.S. has been running an interventionist system for decades. All right, we don't have a free market capital thing going here, you know. So I'm not tripping off of it. I wouldn't be surprised. But in the meantime, in between time, we just take what the markets to give us. Um, I think that the real black swan event is going to be in the U.S. So I can't stress enough. You're going to want to make sure that you have your tickets working constantly. All right. Because that's the only way you're going to catch these things when they happen. Because there's not going to be any news ahead of time. It's just going to happen. And a lot of these things, especially in the forex markets, they happen while we're sleeping. We wake up in the morning to see, the big changes. So if you want to catch those things, you're going to want, when the reports come out, when I upload them to the dashboard, you're going to want to go ahead and put the tickets in, be disciplined, put them in before you go to bed at night. And then when the market does what it does, it takes you with it. You wake up with a surprise, and that's what's up. That's what you want. All right. So, but the only way you'll catch these things is if you have your tickets working. And for those of you that work the 9 to 5 or what have you, make sure your tickets are working before you leave the house to go to work or whatever. That's how you catch stuff. Okay. You put your tickets in with the corresponding stops, the recommended stops from the report, and then you do what you got to do from there. All right, because that way you're safe once you're in the trade, and you have your protective stop working, so you're good to go. Always place your stops. Always, 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 always. Do not forget. If you trade on a platform like ONA, that's how I pronounce it. Some people say OANDA, but with ONA, you put your entry prices in along with your stops simultaneously. So if triggered, the stop is triggered automatically as well. All right, that's the habit you want to get into. And if you use the Thinkorswim platform with TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, same thing. You can put your prices in, and you with the corresponding stop. So once you're triggered in the trade, the stop is automatically triggered along with your entry. All right, so you don't have to do anything. You're covered. All right, so if you um, need help in placing those tickets, they got a lot of tutorial videos in the platform, and I think we still have some too on under the educational tab at pulsewavetrading.com, showing you how to do some of those conditional orders, because that's what they are, like OCO type orders or if and or type orders. You want to know how to do that. Same thing with trading at interactive brokers. They have the same type of a schematic where when you pull up your tickets, you can go ahead and have your stops triggered along with your entry into the market. So that way, once you're triggered into a trade, your stops are triggered along with it simultaneously. So you don't have to be like, oh no, I forgot to put a stop and the market's moving against me. It doesn't matter. Your stop's in, you're good to go. All right, folks. So you know what it is, man. Smash that like button. System works if you are patient and work the system. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I am out. See you in the next one. Peace.